Good morning, it's Tuesday today and I've just done my nails. So it's super rainy in Milan today. And then I have now heading back to work on my Excel for fashion course. So that's the priority of the day. So I'm actually in the center now, and tonight we are also returning again because we are going to the newly opened Louis Vuitton restaurant in Milan. So I'm now returning back to work, and then in the afternoon we are coming back here in the center for a dinner here. p.m. I changed, and this is my dinner look because, as I said, we are going to try the Louis Vuitton restaurant in Milan tonight. So we actually rarely go out during the week for dinner, especially if it is rainy. Like today it has been raining all day. So I've just finished working also on my Excel PDF guide. I will leave you the link if you want to download it, because I'm sharing some Excel tasks that you need to know if you want to work in the fashion industry. So I'm wearing these mango denim Versace shoes. This is also mango, and this is Max Mara blazer. And yeah, I'm actually excited to try the new Louis Vuitton restaurant, so let's go and see what do we think. So the visit at the Louis Vuitton restaurant was really nice. I didn't have the chance to then talk about it yesterday evening. So first of all, because I still have to get comfortable with vlogging. And secondly, because then we went to dinner with Chloe. So as soon as we went home, I had to put her to bed. So it wasn't the best time to keep talking. Now I'm at the Glam Observer office, and yeah, it's going to be a very busy day, because I have some live webinars that I'm doing this week, a call that I have with the students of my Break into the Fashion Industry course where I mentor them. So unfortunately, I don't think that I will be able to share any exciting thing actually. So I just wanted to really spend some words to say about the Louis Vuitton restaurant. It is small, I mean, very cozy, very small. I expected it to be a little bit bigger, but it is actually like the behind the store. So it's like within the store, but like the back of the Louis Vuitton store in Milan. So it is smaller. I expected it to be a little bit bigger. The food was really good. So actually we eat, they partner with the restaurant in Milan. They also have restaurants across also other cities, which we already been to one of these restaurants for my birthday, and we really love their food. It was really good in terms of food, and also the experience nice. So I really like this part of, like, you know, all of these brands going into more experience, like launching beach clubs, opening restaurants, cafe. Also, Louis Vuitton opened the restaurant and the cafe in Milan. So I haven't been to the cafe yet, because they're separate, like in two different, always in the same store. So one is like at the front of the store, more like on the street, and the restaurant is like at the back. So they're separate. And I'm also excited to try the bar as well, the cafe as well. So we actually booked the restaurant and the cafe when we were on our flight back to Dubai, from Dubai to Milan, because it just recently opened this Louis Vuitton store. And actually, yesterday was the second night they were open, so everyone was a little bit, we could feel that it was like a newly open restaurant, and everyone was like excited, and yeah, it was really nice. If you're in Milan, I think you can try. My husband even had risotto and I had the pasta. Then we shared another main dish, but it's nice. It's a nice experience. I expected it to be a little bit more like Louis Vuitton branded. We had all of the cutlery with the Louis Vuitton logo, but like even the interior design is really, really nice. It's a very beautiful restaurant, but I would expect it a little bit more like Louis Vuitton style inside. I mean, if you didn't know that that was the Louis Vuitton store, you wouldn't have never said, but because I don't think that it was so Louis Vuitton branding. Like for example, in Dubai, if you watch my vlog, I went to a restaurant which was like a Dior themed one, and you can tell that it was Dior because there was, the Dior team with all of the, everything was like Dior style with Dior theme. Instead here, like the tables or the cushions, or it wasn't like very much Louis Vuitton. I would have expected probably something more bold, like with the logos of Louis Vuitton. But it's really nice. I mean, it's a very nice restaurant, but normally when you typically go to these restaurants of these brands, you would expect more of their logos available, and instead it's something that I haven't found in this store. It doesn't mean in this restaurant, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's just that if you probably don't know that it's a Louis Vuitton restaurant, you wouldn't tell. So that's the only thing. But if you're in Milan, you can try it out. It's really, really nice, and the food is good. I'm not someone who goes on like these dinners every single week. We try to go on dinners or like try a new restaurant every week. Is something that we want to do. Sometimes we start and then we stop, so it's a practice that we enjoy doing, so we are going to try to do more often. But in general, just a quick fun fact about me, I do cook all of our meals. We just order like a couple of times per week, normally like pizza Fridays, or like during the weekend if we want to add something like hamburger or like Chinese food or sushi. So because I'm Italian, so anytime that I try to go to a restaurant, it is to try something that is not Italian, and like the Louis Vuitton restaurant was Italian, so that's why I don't go outside very often, because I just cook at home the Italian style. Yeah, I cook every dinners. Let me know if you want any recipe. I mean, I'm a normal cooker, nothing special, but I really like to organize myself to be able to cook dinners. Of course, because of the time limit that I have, they're always like quick dinners, but I try to optimize the time to prepare like nice dinners with the shortest time. And now that I have a daughter, it's even like less the time. But yeah, I like to cook dinners, and lunches is super quick, but like most of the time I do cook. So yeah, see, I'm just a regular girl, so if you'd have expected people working in fashion have like glamorous life, even when I was just an intern, when I just got started, I was like always the same girl coming from south of Italy, always being like very humble to learn and not doing, there are of course girls or like people in the fashion industry are doing the fancy things, going to parties and things like that. It's just not my thing very much. I'm more like quiet, and if you ask me if I do prefer to go to a party or stay home reading a book, I would prefer the second option. I'm probably boring, but it's just what I like, and I mean, now in my 30s, I just don't want to. Before, when I was younger, of course, I went to a little bit more parties, but in general, I've always been a little bit more quiet. So you can be the introvert girl and still work in the fashion industry. Not everyone is like super extrovert or going to parties and dinners and all of this fancy stuff. So yeah, if you are like someone who's like an introvert, or if you are someone who likes to have like personal life, the balance between like work and life, it is absolutely possible. It is up to you to create this type of balance in your life, so you don't have to expect your employers to help you get this work-life balance. Is more something that you can find yourself a way to get the balance. So when I was just an intern, I was like working but still having the balance of my personal life, meaning that I was working a lot, but like I found myself still the time to enjoy some like dinners with my then boyfriend, now husband, or if we had to do some vacations, we did that. When I was an intern, I took the laptop with me during the summer, because actually I was not meant to be working during the I think I had like 3 weeks, and when you're an intern, you're not actually asked to do anything special, so I was not asked to bring my laptop with me. But like my boss was also on vacation, on holiday, the same week as me, and I just offered myself. I said, okay, I'm going to do that. We had to, it was like the markdown period, like some summer was the markdown period for the fashion and luxury industry. And I just offered myself to do these things, to bring the laptop with me, even though I didn't have to, because I was just an intern, and that could have been like other managers taking care of that. But I offered myself to do it. So I think it is important to find yourself the balance between like personal and work life. Do not expect your boss or your employer to find the balance with you. So I wouldn't suggest to go to a job interview and ask what is the work-life balance for this position, but you have to create it for yourself. It is personal belief, and it's possible. If you can organize yourself, you can manage your work so that you can find the balance. I think I'm going to stop here the vlog part for today, and you will see me tomorrow. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Okay, so just got to the office. It's actually a little bit of a mess. I want to take you around a little bit just to show you. So this is my personal office inside the space. Yeah, this is my bag. This is from La Durée. You know, I did the Dubai event in partnership with La Durée, the fashion career breakfast. Let me see if I can open. And I brought home some of the macaroons that were like personalized with the Glam Observer logo, and I wanted to take some home. So this is my desk. I have to still turn the laptop on. Also, you're always going to find on my desk like magazines, piles of magazines, other like material, like press releases. Let me show you a little bit. Are some of the things that I use for the academy and my courses, like teaching how all of these documents work, or inside the projects. Magazines and magazines again. Let's see what else is on my desk at the moment. So these are some material that I also use for my courses as well. Yeah, some material from my courses. Here there are some post-its I used to create some Instagram reels, and this is an advertising book. It's marketing, because I also love the marketing side of my job, like marketing a Glam Observer, marketing the product. So I always learn a lot about marketing. I'm actually obsessed with learning about marketing. My Vogue Club agenda, some more material from my courses. What else? Other cool fashion things. This is by Chanel, and some books which I refer to if I need for inspiration for the articles, if I need to learn new things for the courses, but also because I love learning. So actually, let me take the jacket off because it's pretty hot today in the office and in Milan in general. Like, spring is around the corner finally. Okay. So I was saying that I've been in this industry now for over a decade, but I always have new things to learn, and I'm actually very obsessed with learning new things. I think it is the things that really helps me, like creating a lot of content, teaching you guys all of the things. So I love reading and learning in general. So let me share what else is in my office. So I do have this wall which is super inspiring to me, so I kind of alternate it with like books, magazines. So from time to time I also like to change how these books and magazines are put there. So yeah, I actually should update it because it has been this way for a while now, so I will have to refresh it. Then moving down here, there is this Glam Observer puzzle. So a while ago I was also proposing some merchandising, and this is like one of the puzzle by Glam Observer. So I do have that here. More books, Fashion Designers AZ, this other book, Fashion Icons with Fur Malice. She is, if you don't know about her, she is the one who invented the New York Fashion Week. And then more books over here. So some are still closed and brand new, as you can tell. Products all around, all of the catwalks of this. I do have the Italian versions. And then some more books here, like this was sent to me by Fashionary. I really like their books. Stylepedia, more fashion books, my fashion book. Some also copywriting, like I said, I really love learning about marketing and copywriting. Most of my actually business books are not here, but I used this recently, so that's why it's here. Inside Vogue is also one of the first books that I read when I was years and years ago, when I wanted to get into fashion, and it was one of my favorites at that time. It's still one of my favorites because it brings you a little bit behind the scenes. So if you're curious to know how Vogue works from the inside, this is really nice. Then there is the fashion book with these stories of brands, super small, like a pocket side. I do have the new one, the big sides. I'm going to show you quickly, like some more fashion and management books. I also love the management side, history books. And down here there are some of the magazines. I do have so many magazines over the years. Let me see here. If we look, this is 2018. 2018. Let's see how old are this. I think probably here. No, we have also 2017, because this is from when I moved to Milan, basically. Yeah, I actually moved in 2016 to Milan, so there should be also older ones. And instead, all of the super old ones instead are like in my hometown. at home, at my parents' home, when I was like just in high school and learning about fashion. This is a cute lamp from Tiger, actually, that I wanted to get for the office. So yeah, and this is like the Glam Observer logo that we still need to black, so that is a noun, so I can turn the light on. And moving here, there is still some stuff that I use for the teaching, for the exhibition. More books. This is also new, one of the recent ones that I got. It is about the history of British Vogue. I haven't had the time to read it yet, but it's one of the latest fashion books that I got. Then over here, this is a poster that I got at the Armani Silos, and I should put somewhere. This is a very, very, very nice vase that is like, it's a bag, but it's a vase. So I should put some flowers in here. It's so beautiful. This is a toy of my daughter. She comes to the office. This is still some material of some fashion marketing campaigns that I use for my courses. Also, I like to keep all of these boxes to put inside random stuff. So now this is empty, but I like to keep that to store, I don't know, whatever. For example, this is by Dior, and I stock here all of these technical things. So I like to keep these boxes to store some random stuff that are not so nice on the desk. Still some nice decoration, fashion inspired, Glam Observer poster. And this is, like I said, the big version of the fashion book, which is the latest one, also with this new color that is here. And over here, so here there is still also some material that we use for the exhibition, for social media content, to advertise some of the courses. So these are just copies of some of the prints that we use for the streets of Milan to promote the break into the fashion industry online course. So these are some of the posters that we use to promote the course. Like I said, I really love marketing, so I really like to engage in these fun activities as well. This is from my course, so it should not be here. This is part of the promotional activity to promote the break into the fashion industry course. Glam Observer in general, these were in the streets of Milan. This instead are some of the posters of the fashion exhibition that we did last September in Milan. Let me know actually if you attended the exhibition. It was amazing. And inside here there is a lot of things and stuff, and it's actually very, very messy, so I should put everything in order here. This is the copy of my Ford's under 30 mention, which is still here. Like I said, this is really a mess, and I should put in order here. There is a lot of books, so more books, magazines, and it's a mess. So I should definitely put this in order. That's my Dyson, because I'm a little bit obsessed with the air quality, so I like to have one of these. I do have this here at the office, and I also have one at home, because we live in Milan and the air quality is not the best, so I like to have this at the office. And so also at the office here there is also my daughter play things, because she comes to the office with me. And it's a quick tour of the office, and now let's get to some work. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog, and if you like them, let me know what do you think, what do you want to see next, and I will see you in the next videos. Thank you and bye for now.